Hello, this is Teacher Wayne and I'm continuing my Unity 2018 series on my zombie survival game. In this video I'm going to look at the score. So let me just show you where I was and what's the last thing they did. The last thing we had working in the last video, which is number 19, was we had, oh, I'll have to sort that out. In the wrong place. We had it so that you had ammo and you could shoot them all and you could reload like I am now, and then you basically, as you reload, you run out of ammo. So we had limited ammo. That's the last thing that we had. Let me just sort out why they're out in the wrong place. Let me just slide these back to the right spot. I know I'm doing it back to front, but it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. So look at game. There we are. Ammo. Score, ammo, clip. It's not perfect, but just for the purpose of me demoing it, let me just run it again, just check. Yeah, so they're all working. Reload. Now the one thing that we're not having is a score with killing these zombies. So what I want to do is just show you the score bit, how we can do that. So let me just show you the scripts. We're going to use two scripts. We're going to use the HUD manager. Now the HUD manager, the purpose of this HUD manager is it runs in the HUD and it allows us to change things. It just provides functions for updating the ammo and the clips at the moment and the health. So that's what it does. It provides a series of functions that we access outside of the HUD manager class. Provides these functions. One's called show health, and we provide them, we make them public so that they can all be seen. So we're going to create a new function in here so that when we do a score we're going to do it. So it's going to be very similar to these ones here. It's going to be similar, but we're going to call it public because it's going to be a public script, and it's going to be void, and it's going to be set score. I want to call it as a sort of I'm going to call the function set score. So when we do it, I'm going to put int. I'm going to pass in. The trouble is we're going to use the word score quite a few. So score set. I want to create a variable called score set. There we are. Public void set score int. So it's passing in score set. Now up here at the top, I think we've already created this variable called scores so far. So we've already got that, so I'm just copied and pasted from up there. So we're going to be score so far dot text, and then we're going to go equals. We're going to set this to now in the HUD manager. Before I do that, we've got a variable already called score. So we're going to increase the score, and we're also going to do that. So I'm going to put score. What did I call it up here? I've got a variable called score, capital C. There we are. Score equals score plus score set. So we're going to be basically, it's going to be increasing by that amount, and we're going to set the score to, we're going to display a thing up here where it says score colon. So in other words, that is going to look just like that there, and then we're going to put plus, then it's going to be score dot toString. It's a function, so we put it in little little brackets like this, semicolon. So this one increases the score, and then it actually updates the actual this value up here when we run it for the first time. And if we notice we have a start variable, I might even call it in the start variable as well. So it's set score. So let's call it in the start function. Set score. So it updates it there as well when we first run it. Now, has it got a little error message there? Where's it coming? Oh, it seems to be alright. Sometimes you get these error messages and you've got to try to figure out what they are. No method set score. Oh, it's because I'm not set score not. Well, set score actually. I forgot because you've got to pass a variable to it, which is int set score. So there we are. So it's going to call it for the first time in the start. It hasn't got an update function. This because, like I said, it just provides a series of functions. So hopefully the score will be 0 when we first start, and then we're going to run this set score. Now where we're going to call this from? So the player does all the shooting, but this function here is going to be, we're going to be shooting the zombie here, and we're going to be calling zombie hurt. So the zombie is going to get hurt from here. So we don't want to update the score from here because this class here has nothing to do with the zombie dying. It's got to do everything to do with the zombie hurting. Because if we look in the zombie script, what happens here, the zombie class, sorry, the zombie class, it monitors the health, and if it's dead, then we go to a dead state, and then in the dead state we do the animation of it doing its dying swan, etc, etc, etc. So here we've got a function called zombie hurt. When it gets hurt, which is called somewhere else, but it does have an update function here. So this here is the health is less than 1. We want to, it's basically dead. We want to call this function here called set score. Now I think in here, yeah, we've already got a link to the HUD manager, and we've got our little link here to the actual HUD manager there. So we can actually, here we just simply type in HUD because we've already done it, HUD, because I've called it there, and then it's dot, and then it's the name of the function within the thing, which is set score. And because, can you see what it's actually it's actually found it straight away, set score, and then what we're passing. Now this is where we got to decide what score. So I'm going to say we'll set a value of 100 points for every zombie. Now I've put that as just a whole number there. Now obviously if you're creating your own game, you might want different characters have different levels of score you get. So hopefully that will increase the score by 100. And then it does the dead state. I mean, I could put it technically there, and then you've got dead state, which is there. I could technically put it in lots of different places. I've put it up there. I want to see how it works there. Let's just see what happens. So press play. There we are. It's, I mean, a little whinge. Oh, hang on. It's not. Oh, the score set. Oh, look at the score. That's not working, is it? I was thinking that, so let's cut that out there. You don't want to call it there because that gets repeatedly called, and we don't want a ridiculous score. We'll put it in the dead state because the dead state will only get called once. Let's put it there. I want to put it in that bit. Be careful where you call these routines from. So the check. So the score is set to 0 to begin with. Great. And it's still going bonkers. So let's have a look. So we don't want to put it in there. Cut. We'll put it in there. Put it right there this time. So it's getting called dying swan. Let's see if that works. And then if this doesn't work, I'll have a look at it. Should work though. What are you doing? Oh. 100. 200. But I've killed 3 of them, so something's not quite right. Three of them died and scored 300. Well, that's right. Why is it doing that? So it's working. It is working. So let's just try kill one. 100. Ah, waits for it to die. Spins. And reload. Oops. And then see, it's doing its dying swan. The animation's still not right there with it doing its little twist, but the score's working. The reason the score's working is because it's called it within here in this dying swan business here. It's set the animation, so I've got a problem with my animation because it's doing this funny little twist, which I suspect is to do with this transform rotation, this business here, to do with that. So that's something to look at in another video, but the score now works. So anyway, this is Teacher Wayne. Well, just a quick little mention. The next video I'm going to be looking at sound. I'm also going to be seeing if I can fix that little problem with the animation. But anyway, this is Teacher Wayne saying goodbye for now. I hope you're enjoying this video, and thank you very much for listening.